Hello traders, it's Nikos here from Spartan Trade FX, and I hope you had a great weekend. I certainly had one. I was eating all day long. But now let's focus again on trading. We're going to do our weekly forecast and analysis for May 20 to 24. And we start like always with the Euro US dollar chart. Let me draw our horizontal support down here. The pair is still, of course, in the range between 1.27 and 1.325060. That's our ranging area. It's in an area of about 550 pips, and as long as the price is in between, we have to take care of our positions. When we see the price reaching support, we want to make sure we look closely, and if we see a bounce down here, we want to close our existing shorts and probably look for bounce trades to trade against the shorts, against the downtrend here in this range. We want to focus on bounces, and if we see green candles there and on lower time frame setups, we would go for long trades and trade the range here. Now let me switch to the daily chart. You can see we have a nicer picture there, and the price did bounce again on the 633. Since then it's really moving down, and we could draw our lines here on the daily chart. Remember, afterwards on the 4 hourly we had a 4 hourly setup, also aggressive 1 hourly setups, later on 1 hourly setups, and I took another 1 hourly setup at some point and got stopped out. I think it was after that 4 hourly setup, and at some point on one spike my last position got stopped out because I managed on the 1 hourly chart. Now if you check your 1 hourly chart, you see the price after that break here is crossing the 36. It's trying to break it, but in the end again it creates lower highs and here lower lows, and right now it is at a very, I would say not dangerous but important area. You need to see a clear break before we look on for long setups to trade that big range. But if the price bounces again, it moves lower down here, you could continue to look for short trades in combination with a 5-minute chart to look for intraday entries, take incremental profits, and if the price is reaching support, which is about 90 to 100 pips away, down to maybe 160 pips if the price want to reach the lows from November 2012. Okay, great. If not, if you see the clear bounce here, you would look for trend line breaks on the 1 hourly, 4 hourly chart, and then actually trade against this right now existing short trend in this range and target the highs up here close to 1.325060 for the remaining lots. That's for now, and let's switch to the USD Yen. I want to give you that picture here. Look at the USD Yen monthly chart. The price retraced back to the 200 EMA in combination with previous bounces and lows coming from 2004 and 2005. The price here did move over 2,600 pips with no retracement on the weekly chart, on the monthly chart. Now if we switch to the weekly, the same story. We did have some smaller retracements for a couple of days, but then it bounced on the 12 EMA, the guide here, the volatility guide, and this price is just moving up and up and higher, and it's reaching our resistance zone. So we want to take a close look. You know I don't like to trade against the main trend, and not if I have a confirmation, because that is really powerful and it would be not very smart to go against that. Now on the daily chart, if you check it out, the 36 EMA is holding forever, and the price tried to break it but never created lower lows and lower highs beneath, and still on the daily chart the 36 EMA is holding. The price is reaching resistance. Now I got a really great email yesterday from Sandra from the UK, and Sandra actually took a long on a 1 hourly chart down here. It was in November when we had our last live trading room sessions for that year, for 2012, and Sandra took a trade on a 1 hourly chart, and she didn't tell me about that until yesterday. She said she wanted to actually surprise me and trail the price over the 36 EMA with the last position, managing the whole trade on the daily chart because of that of the bounces there and the support she had. Now this position is in profit, if I'm not mistaken, with over 2,200, 2,300 pips, and the whole trade is running for 6 months right now. Okay, that is really something, and it takes a lot of discipline and patience to keep a position like that, because down here, if you check it, the price tried to break, but Sandra remembered the rules, and she said, if I don't get a daily lower high, lower low, I will just keep that remaining lot. And now the good thing is, it's not a demo account, it's not a big standard lot account she's trading, only a micro lot account, but still that one trade splitting into actually only two parts, she said, not three, now is the whole trade made her over 35% profits right now, with risking, I think, close to 1% on the whole trade, only on the whole account. Like, she risked 1%, one click in November 2012, and she has a position open right now with 2,200 pips just by following the rules, the swing trading rules, and focusing on the daily chart with the remaining position. So really well done. That's absolutely great. I can't find words for it, and way to go. Now the question she had was, because the price is reaching major resistance, should I keep the last remaining position or should I come out? Now, to tell you the truth, having a position that long in, even if it's only a micro lot and the whole position didn't make her more than I don't know, what was it, I think all in all $300 or $400 only, but you know, it's better than having it open on a demo account, right? It's still real money, so the feeling is real and the emotions are there, and managing all that is great. Now, you had the patience to stay in that long. I don't see the reason to come out right now. I think most of you watching this video right now would agree, knowing the system. Also put some comments under the video if you like later on for Sandra's trade here. But why do you want to come out? Let's see if the price can also break this resistance or maybe the next resistance. Yeah, no reason to come out right now. I wouldn't look for new swing trade long entries here because resistance is too close. But if you have a position from down here, you shouldn't start to worry right now. If the price breaks the 36, and it actually does what you said before, if you see a 4 hourly 1 to 3 under the 36 EMA, I would practically go short myself. So you can manage the trade, come out there and look to reverse that whole position and try then to manage it again on a higher time frame. Maybe look at the weekly chart. You get a nice big retracement down to the 36 and you can make another 500 pips on the short. Yeah, I would leave it open really and follow the rules the way you did. And everybody else, I know some of you took longs on the 4 hourly chart and are still in the same scenario. If you manage the trade in the 4 hourly, you manage it there. And if you manage it on the daily, wait for the break and a lower high, lower low, and then come out or look for reversal set up to trade against this range. And first of all, you would look for support here, and if the price breaks this area, then you can start managing it on the lower time frame and having the 200 EMA, and of course on the weekly chart the 36 EMA as your first support in combination with previous lows down here. But for now, still things are looking very bullish, and there's no reason for anybody to go short right now, to look to close an existing swing long. Okay, so well done, great trade, absolutely perfect, way to go. Let's check the euro yen. We have the same scenario here, a lot of resistance and more resistance up there. The price is still moving up. It's a little bit ranging in lower time frames, but all long traders have to stay in and focus on the long setups and managing the long trades only. Look at that. You have support here. There's nothing else you can connect. You can do it like this, or even if you do it like this. Right now, the 36 EMA is your guide. Yeah, the price was too volatile here after NFP a month ago, so price moved up, and right now it's here. As long as the price stays there, stay long, look for bounces here, and then go only long on lower time frames, maybe a 4 hourly, maybe a 1 hourly chart, or even a combination with a 5-minute chart entry, intraday entry, and then you target the still 300 pips away resistance area. If that area breaks, if support breaks, you would look for short setups under here, and then of course we would target previous lows and extension, the lows down here in 119 area. Look at the weekly chart. Ideally a bigger retracement to the 633 or the 36 EMA with a combination of the most touches in the area, in these areas here. Okay, that's the euro yen. Now look, GBP US dollar, weekly chart, our range on this weekly chart, of course very, very powerful here, and we have that nice weekly 1 2 3 a bounce on the 36. The price is moving down, so many of you are probably still short there, and 1 hourly and 4 hourly traders have to manage their trades on the lower time frames. Now if you're waiting for a swing short on the daily chart, what you need of course is that. It would be great if the price would kind of stay under this support range there and not crossing at least the 36, and you could look for a new short setup. If that happens, existing shorts on the 4 hourly chart, you have to manage just by drawing your lines close to the 36 right now. That's the only line you have the previous bounce on this major support. Price hit this 36 almost by the pip, and then it moved lower. So now that's the way you manage existing 1 hourly positions. If you still have a 1 hourly entries, and manage them on the 4 hourly chart. If that trend line breaks, of course you see setups above, then you have to go to your daily chart, make sure the price breaks this area clearly, and then go for longs in the range again. Yeah, but for now you have to focus on shorts. Targets would be the lows, the previous lows down here in the 1.50 area, 50, and down here the 1.49 area also for now. GBP JPY, the same scenario. Resistance is still about 600 pips away on the weekly chart. On the daily, the price is ranging a little bit, so not easy to look for new swing longs. Also, you see it's out of steam. We don't have big candles anymore. Expect a clean break soon, so the price should break out of here, or it should go down. If it goes down, remember the 36 is support. If the price bounces close to the 36 or your support line, then horizontal support line, then look for bounce, and also intraday trades to go long. If the price creates lower highs and lower lows here, then of course you want to focus on shorts. Remember your weekly chart, draw your lines, and you could target the 36 EMA in combination with your support line there. So I have to see clear breaks before I look for shorts right now, because everything is pointing up. Focus on the longs and look at the 36 EMA. You can clearly see the range up here, right? And you still have small, points. You still have higher lows there and a false break here, but the pressure is there. The price, it looks like price really wants to move lower, so let it go down, let it break this area, and then look for setup below that point before you go short. Don't just jump in because it looks a little bit short. And if the price breaks up and also breaking this area, you can then look for 4 hourly, 1 hourly, 5 minute combination to go long and target, of course, again the existing resistance. If you're already long, and I'm sure many of you are, and reinstated position over here, what you have to do. You have to trail the position over the 36, under the 36 EMA, and stay in with your remaining position. Now, the stop was not that big. It was about 100, 220, 30 pips, and 2 lots out. So why not making 800 pips if the price really wants to move higher? Now, if not, no problem. You manage the position and you go trade against that main long now. Okay, afterwards. Australian dollar, US dollar, congratulations for this great short, and thanks also for the chart. And many of you had the patience actually to just aim for this area. Some still have open positions, some just took profits down here, and I saw trades with 500 up to 800 pips profit, and that was really great. If you have still short positions, if these lows are breaking, then of course you could aim for much more down here. Let me draw the new major support line close to, it would be 0.92, what is that, 70.80. that is your, or maybe you can round it up to make it a round number, 0.93. Now, long-term targets, if support really breaks, would be that's another 400 pips. Look at the daily chart. There is no retracement. Yeah, we have, since our confirmed daily short 1, 2, 3, the price moved down 600 pips almost, with no retracements on the daily chart. Now on the 4 hourly chart, the price on retrace to the 12 EMA, and if we see a bounce now on support and the retracement back to the 36, expect a bounce, but the price could also create a higher low and then move higher. If that happens, and after that break, we would look for 1 hourly and 4 hourly long setups to trade the big retracement, first of all on the daily, to target the 36 and the trend line here. Yeah, that could be about 200 pips. On the 4 hourly chart, on the weekly chart, if that line breaks, we could leave a position open, or we will leave a position open to target again the highs of that range. So good luck with that. And GBP Australian dollar, same scenario. On the daily chart, we have a little bit of resistance. We could see a bigger retracement of 130 pips. That would be the 12 EMA. You see the price is really strong. It moves up, and the 12 EMA, the volatility EMA, is still holding now on the 4 hourly chart. Look, we had so many great bounces on the 36 EMA and so many entries that are still intact. Even the one that was exactly at resistance still moved higher. And remember the last week's analysis. So everybody who took the new longs is probably very happy Of course, the price is bouncing now on major resistance, and don't worry too much. The 36 is still holding. If the price bounces here, only look for entries on 5-minute charts, combinations, a combination with the 4-hourly or the 1-hourly. Don't look for 4-hourly entries here because resistance is too close and it might fire back here. So whatever, you want to make sure you focus on long, only lower time frames, and if that breaks, manage your existing longs and look for shorts only if you get a clear break followed by lower highs and lower lows, so you can trade against that main trend to target previous lows down here in the 36 EMA in combination with these touches. Okay, Euro Australian dollar, the same scenario. Look at that. Major resistance, maybe see a big retracement. Swing traders would not trade against that main trend because it's only a small buffer. Intraday traders, again, with combinations of 4-hourly and 1-hourly. Trend line breaks. Look again at the 36 EMA, how powerful that is. New entries, everything worked out really great. Wait for the break, lower highs, lower lows, at least on the 1-hourly chart, to trade against the main trend. Otherwise, still focus on the longs, and the next target would be the 200 EMA long-term target in combination with all these previous highs and lows touches close to 1.37. Yeah, it's a long-term target of another 400 pips plus. Now the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, still moving down after last week's and the week before, of course, top down approach and trend line breaks and setups. And if you're still short, the 36 EMA is your guide. You change the angle of your trend line. Now previous support is changing into resistance, so take a close look. If the price stays under here and bouncing, you look for new entries on lower time frames, so you can reinstate existing shorts or look for new shorts. If that line breaks, you want to come out of the longs and look for shorts and look for long setups over there to target the extension of that line. And of course, on the daily chart, the 36 EMA in combination with the 200 EMA in previous lows and highs. Okay, now the New Zealand dollar, US dollar is also has new targets. Look on the weekly chart. If the price really moves lower, look at that. You have peaks there where the price already bounced, and down here you have touches in this area. That's the 0.7930 area. The numbers are so small. And later on down here we have more touches. It would be the 0.78 area. That means if the price is really moving lower, you have still long-term targets of over 300 pips you could go for. So good luck with that. That was it. These are the pairs that are still on my watch list. Also gold, I don't have a gold chart, but it's still moving lower, so the option shorts are still very good in profit. Now take a look also in combinations, 4-hourly, daily, 1-hourly, with your 5-minute chart entries to focus also on intraday trades in case you don't see any swing trading setups soon. Okay, today could be a slow day because I think there is a bank holiday or something like that, but keep an eye on most pairs and retracements, so you can look for new setups on all these pairs. And also, as I said, a close look at the USD Yen. Maybe we see some bounces or breaks soon. Now have a great week. Happy and healthy trading like always, and then I'll see you soon. The members area is almost ready, and I'm sure next week, over the weekend, we can start with the members area and also with our live training room. and I will update you about I will give you the details very soon. Okay, for now, have a great week. Catch up with you soon.